community around the world. While the CDC says people of all sexual orientations can get the disease, many of the people affected globally so far have been men who identify as gay or bisexual. Coming up at 5:50, yesterday was a much better day for the town than the performance we saw toward the end of last week, that's for sure. So we'll take a look at why. Also, Arby's is selling a fast food favorite that it has never sold before. And there are some relatively reasonable places that you can move into the U.S. You like how I put that relatively reasonable places you can move in the U.S.? There is one in California. I've never heard of somebody getting excited over moving to this place. But then again, many songs have been written about it, so what do I know? So we'll get into all that in just a little bit. But right now, I was telling you what a great time we had at the LA County Fair last Friday, and I want you to get in on the fun too. So Alex worked her magic, and this morning we're talking with Fairplex CEO Walter Marquez. Walter, welcome to Wake Up Call, and man, you guys have a great fair this year.
Oh, thank you, and so glad to be on your show again. Thanks for coming out. I heard you were out there, saw your post on the Instagram. Glad you were able to make it.
Oh my gosh, we had more fun. I was teasing the Wake Up Call listeners yesterday. I said, if you looked at my post from Instagram, it had everything from the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man to the Clydesdales to a tractor that was painted Dodgers. If that doesn't say LA County Fair to you, I don't know what does.
I agree. You know, there's something for everyone at the LA County Fair, and that's what this is about, celebrating our diversity here in this county.
And tell me a little bit about, this is a special one because it's the 100th year.
It is. It's our 100th year fair. 1922 we got going many years ago. It was an old beet barley farm, and we're on the same grounds as we were back then. We got a special this Thursday. It's a birthday special, so $10, lacountyfair.com/birthday. The promo code is birthday. Come on out and celebrate with us.
Oh, man, that is a great bargain because you can spend all day at the fair for $10, and there is so much to do. We spent hours there, and what was kind of fun, I noticed this year, is we went through a lot of the vendors. We bought way too much stuff, I will say. But we went through all of the vendors, and then by the time we got out of there, we had almost spent 2 hours just in the vendor portion of it. And I thought, we haven't even left just the buildings yet.
Yeah, I mean, we have one of the largest fairs from that aspect. We get about 60 acres. So that not only are there what I call the fair staples, right? The fair animals, the fair food, and the fair rides, but there's programming throughout our grounds as well. And, of course, the shopping.
Oh, the shopping was incredible. But you mentioned the animals, and that was my absolute favorite part. If there's video of some crazy girl just standing there talking to horses, that was me. Because when I saw the Budweiser Clydesdales there, I was in awe of how big they are. I don't know that I've ever seen them up in person, up close and personal like that.
Yeah, they are quite large, no doubt about that. We actually get to parade them every day at 12. They come down our what we call Broadway, which is our main road. The Dalmatian sitting there next to the conductor there, and it's just incredible sight to see those animals just walking calmly and peacefully through our grounds.
My husband was teasing me. He goes, I think that one's so tall you could walk under it. I said, I think I could too. They are huge. And I mean, I think until you actually stand there next to it, you can't appreciate the size of these majestic animals.
Yeah, they are large. And, you know, as you saw, you get to stand pretty close to them.
Yes.
And you're right, you know, except for their stable where they're staying. But other than that, I mean, there's nothing really in the way, and you can really see how large they are.
It was cute. There was a dad who walked up, and he had 2 little kids with him, and he said, you know, you've heard me say, come to the, feed bags on. I guess when he would call his kids to dinner, feed bags on. Mm-hmm. And they said, yeah, and there were 2 horses eating out of the feed bag right there, and he goes, see what those horses are doing? They're eating out of the feed bag. And the kids were like, wow. It was this great educational moment between a dad and the kids. I thought it was really cute. So as far as go ahead.
Sorry, no, I was going to say that's exactly what the county fairs are all about. This is exactly what our fairs is getting educating everyone through fun, right? So everyone's just having a blast, not realizing that there's educational moments all through our grounds.
And that was what I thought was cool in the ag barn, where you have all these kids who put together all these different displays about everything from bees to, animals and gestation periods and whatever, and these great little models and things. I was learning things about bees I didn't know. We took the time to go along and kind of read every little kid's thing, because we're like, this is stuff they didn't teach us when we were in school.
Well, LA County, we think about LA, and we have so many other things that entertain us here in this space. And that's why we had to partner with Future Farmers America and 4-H and just say, bring us back to our roots, right? That's our theme. Bring us back to the educational moments of agriculture, because that's what this space was at a point in time.
And that was one of the things, too, that we thought was cool, was the fact that you guys were selling, or that there were events there selling things like fruits and vegetables and herbs and stuff like that. It really it gave it a less commercial, I'm going to the fair kind of feel, and a much more back to the roots. Like, you got the theme of the day there as you walked through the fair.
Yeah, that was intentional, right? That's what we wanted. Just 100 years, we're able to celebrate it. We wanted to build the fair very much as how our some of the merchants that created this fair, how they built it. We wanted to build it in that same manner. But of course, with 100 years of history, there's plenty of traditions and things that we had to keep as well. So that's, we've got a long story to tell.
Absolutely. And the tradition, of course, the rides, but the food. Oh, this year, I had the one thing that for me, since I was a little kid, if I go to any fair, I don't care where it is, it could be in Poughkeepsie, but I have to have a corn dog. That's the thing that takes me to the fair. So we were standing there eating a corn dog and some twister potato thingy, which was like potato chips off of a stick. I swear, it was the best indulgent, greasy moment I have had in a really long time.
Well, we have over 1,000 food items, so, I'm sure how you chose those two, the corn dogs, right? Everyone, it's very interesting. Everyone I talk to when you talk about the fair, everyone has their traditions, and everyone has a different tradition. I've never really heard of the same tradition that everyone shares, and that's it. We create memories at the LA County Fair that stay with us for a lifetime, and we will carry them on as every time we go, no matter who we go with, it's that. This is what I do at the county fair.
Yes, and that's exactly how it felt. And that was what was kind of fun, is the night that we were there, it was last Friday night, and that marine layer was really on us. So it was almost like you were kind of wet as you walked around the fair. And it was family with little kids saying stuff like, oh, Mom, I remember that ride from last year, or, oh, let's go do that, or, Mom, have you seen whatever? And it's just nice to see those families coming back out again, especially after the pandemic, and feeling comfortable again to go and recreate those memories.
Yeah, absolutely. The business of the county fair is to bring people together, to bring community together. Not being able to do that for 2 years was tough for us, just kind of emotionally, because that's what we do. That's what my team does, is we bring people together, and unable to do that, we had a sense of grief or loss during these 2 years, believe it or not. And it was just what an exciting time for us to open our doors, see the smiles, and create the space where those memories are made.
Okay, so now let's talk about the concerts. Who is on tap this week? Did I see Saturday? Is it ZZ Top?
Saturday is ZZ Top, yes. They'll be rocking the concert stage on Saturday. But Friday we have the Spinners. Sunday, Ramona Yala, and Monday we'll close it out with one.
Oh, that is a great lineup. Okay, so I know I talked a lot about pretty much everything that I saw, but I'm sure I didn't see everything. What are some of the other special things that you guys have at the fair this year?
We have an e-gaming expo hall. We have, electronic games that I don't even know how to play, but it feels like you have to be an octopus to play it all the way. I see the kids playing there on the keyboard. I'm the easy Pac-Man. Just give me a stick and kind of move it that way.
I'm more like you.
We have a retro arcade, so you can participate in the retro arcade if you're, more of our style. We have a haunt expo, so they're celebrating 100 years of haunt. We have what we call the Hill. where there is conservation education aspects going on by Bureau of Land Management and U.S. Forestry. And I don't know if you had a chance or not to see the Lumberjack Show.
No, we didn't get to see it, but I saw the sign for it.
Yeah, so the Lumberjack Show, there's log rolling. You, the guest, cannot do it, but there's a whole show around log rolling and chainsaws and axe throwing by these lumberjacks. It's become a big hit there. And, of course, the pig races.
Oh, I love the pig races, and I love the names of the pigs. Those are my favorite parts.
But then the surprise, the ducks. I mean, I went to the pig race hoping just to see pigs, and I didn't know there's duck races along with it, too.
It is always so much fun. Walter, I'm so glad that you were able to join me again this year. But tell people if they want to get tickets, where they can go, and that sort of thing.
LACountyFair.com. That's where you go. It's that simple. It's where you get your tickets. They're cheaper to buy online than they are to buy there at the gate. For Thursday, LACountyFair.com/birthday, promo code birthday, and there's a discount there as we celebrate our 100 years.
Walter, you are awesome. I look forward to talking to you again next year.
Thank you. Absolutely, Jennifer Junkley. Thank you so much for going, and thank you. It's good talking with you again.
Absolutely. I can't wait to go again next year and spend way too much money again.
Let's do it. We'll have to take a ride on the Ferris wheel.
Oh, I'd love that. All right, it's a date next year. I'll see you then.
Excellent.
Bye, Walter.
Bye now.
That is Fairflex CEO Walter Marquez. And can I bring in Nick Pagliocchini here early? Because while we were talking, Nick and I were supposed to meet at the fair, but we didn't end up getting to on Friday. However, Nick, you put me to shame with what I had at the fair versus what you had at the fair. Nick just sent me a picture. Go over what all you had.
I had a buffalo chicken and mac and cheese sandwich, a deep fried avocados, and also a cotton candy ice cream sandwich.
Oh my gosh,
And that was just my Friday visit, because I've been a couple other times to the fair this season, so yeah.
Oh my god, will you put these up on Twitter?
I'll definitely put it up on Twitter right now.
Okay, and follow Nick Pagliocchini, and what's your handle? I just don't have it right on me.
Nick Pagliocchini.
Okay, well that's...
JJL, she'll share it. It'll be easier to find me that way. No stress.
Exactly. And Pagliocchini has a G and a CH in it.
That's
like,
correct.
There's a whole lot of stuff going on there, so I'll just share it for you.
Sounds great.
JJLKFI, you'll see it in just a second. But, oh my gosh, you have the avocados, that's what I need to know. Fried avocado, was it amazing?
It was amazing. Maybe a little bit more salt, but otherwise delicious. All the three of these things are from Chicken Charlie's, which is one of the vendors there.
Yeah.
Also Biggie's, which is one of the ones that you and I were going to have a date at with the big corn dog.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I mean, there's amazing things. It is so worth it to go check out the fair 100%. And also, since it's not in September anymore, it's in May, the weather is so lovely, as Jen talked about on Friday.
Oh,
so.
yeah, it was incredible. I've never worn, pants to the fair, the LA County Fair before.
Yes,
Usually it's a tank top and shorts.
Yes.
But this year, totally different. All right,
And they've
Nick.
got some super cute merchandise with Thummer, who's their pig. That's the mascot.
Oh, and I bought, you know what? That's funny you say that because I was going to wear my shirt tomorrow. I'll wear it
There you go.
tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. When we come back, we're going to talk about the better day for the Dow. And also, speaking of food, Arby's is selling a fast food favorite that it's never sold before. And it's funny. I'll tell you about somebody that is near and dear here in the KFI family who had a fit about Arby's selling this new thing online. And I'll read you her tweet in just a second. But Nick's back with us and checking the 405.
It's fast forward. You're driving Carson in the south side on the northbound side before Wilmington Avenue. Middle lanes are blocked, and that's going to be a rough go for you getting out of Long Beach as you come away from the 710. Also, ongoing problems for you in Hollywood. Really a rough ride, getting a few text messages and a couple of calls on the KFI traffic tip line. Pound 250 on your cell phone. Keyword KFI traffic. 101 south before Highland. It's a crash. Only the far right lane is open, and that is causing you massive delays as you come away from the split with the 134. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Pagliocchini.
If you've listened to Handle on the Law for any length of time, you'll notice that I have never recommended a lemon law lawyer. Never found one I'm comfortable with, until now. So let me introduce you to the Knight Law Group. If you've bought or leased a car and gone back repeatedly for a car repair to no avail, you may have a lemon on your hands. And you have rights under the California lemon law. Every year, car manufacturers produce and sell cars that have real problems, and you're stuck with them. Well, you can actually do something about it now. Call the Knight Law Group. They can help you get rid of your lemon and get your money back. And you don't pay anything out of pocket. Call for a free consultation. Call the Knight Law Group at 844-43-LEMON, 844-43-LEMON, or visit knightlaw.com. That's Knight with a K, knightlaw.com.
Paid spokesperson. Every case is different. Results vary. Courtesy of Roger Kiernos, Knight Law Group, LLP.
This report is sponsored by personal injury firm Owen Patterson & Owen.
My biggest shock is when someone gets into an accident and they don't call a lawyer. Or worse, they call the wrong lawyer. If you've been injured in any way, call Owen Patterson & Owen, 888-OPO-WIN, opolaw.com. The Dodgers crushed the Nationals thanks to 10 runs from the bats and 8 scoreless innings from Tyler Anderson. They'll have a rematch today. The Angels are also in action, hosting the Rangers tonight. The mayor of Anaheim resigned yesterday as feds investigate corruption allegations in the sale of Angel Stadium. And the Rams open organized team activities without Aaron Donald. Coach Sean McVay said there's still good dialogue between them. I'm Misty Jordan.
Do you need new blinds or shades? Blindster offers custom-made blind shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Visit Blindster.com now to save 50% off during their Memorial Day sale. Sale ends soon, so shop today. Blindster.com.
I never appreciated what I had growing up. In short, I was an ingrate. Hello, I'm John Okoyan, founder of Rooter Hero Plumbing. I used to take everything for granted. I assumed my father would live forever. He didn't. When I only got one Christmas gift, I threw a tantrum. And when things didn't go my way, I wasn't pleasant to be around. Today, I keep a gratitude journal. I'm grateful for my family for the love they give me, my successes, and my failures for the lessons they teach me. I'm also grateful for my team for the 5-star service they provide our customers. Spring is a time of rebirth. Rooter Hero encourages you to show gratitude this month and walk your life filled to the brim with joy. One other thing I'm grateful for is you, our customer. As usual, Rooter Hero Plumbing will cable your drain for only $77. Call Rooter Hero Plumbing at 866-DRAIN-77. That's 866-DRAIN-77. Thank you.
Yeah, 102-8886.
On the new true crime podcast Betrayal, a woman chronicles her fairy tale romance gone horribly wrong. Her husband's secret life destroyed their marriage, shook their community, and ultimately sent him to prison.
Going through Spencer's emails, Snapchat, whatever I could get my hands on. Just a punch in the gut every single time.
Listen to Betrayal on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Brought to you by DuckDuckGo. Search, browse, and email privately, all for free with the DuckDuckGo app.
The absolute worst time to find out you've got an AC problem is when the weather outside is scorching, your family is sweating, and the damn thing won't turn on. This is Leland Smith from Service Champions Plumbing, Heating, and AC. Don't get caught off guard by AC problems. Call us to schedule a precision tune-up and professional cleaning right now. It only takes 90 minutes and costs just $88. But we will keep your air conditioning running reliable and strong all season long. If we discover problems that need attention, we'll take care of them now. The Service Champions tune-up will also allow your system to last longer, keep your home more comfortable, and lower your energy bills. So call right now and get our precision tune-up and professional cleaning for just $88. Call Service Champions at 833-777-7777 or online at servicechampions.com.
Service Champions Plumbing, Heating, AC, and good heat for free.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Vivek Murthy, and I have the privilege of serving as U.S. Surgeon General. I'm proud to join the Child Mind Institute for their Dare to Share campaign, because one of the biggest barriers to mental health care in our country is the stigma associated with seeking help is to be human, and that we all have the power to help each other heal.
If you or a young person you know is struggling, please visit childmind.org for help and resources.
Portions of the following program will be recorded.
So you're going to hear a lot of thoughts and prayers, and this is unacceptable, and we cannot have this, and pounding on the table.
And people are genuinely upset, and your heart does break.
Welcome to America. It's the cost of doing business.
If you want to live in America, you take the risk.
And you can say, we've got to do something. Yeah, all right.
Bill Handel.
Thoughts and prayers. That's bottom line.
Mornings from 6 to 10
on KFI.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. This is your wake-up call. We have a fire now that just broke out in a commercial building near Los Alamitos. This is a huge structure fire. It's located on Kyle Street near the Los Alamitos Medical Center and McAuliffe Middle School. So if you're in that area and you see streets cordoned off, that's why. Also, a criminal investigation has started into the alleged beating of a homeless man by 3 LA City firefighters at Station 6 in Silver Lake. Officials say the man tried to break into the firehouse Friday. A video shows the firefighters punching, kicking, and dragging the man to the exit of the parking lot on Virgil Street. The man was detained on a 72-hour mental health hold. Neighbors say the man is violent, and the fire department filed a restraining order against him later that afternoon. All right, let's get into our biz bites this morning. Man, it was a much better day yesterday. Stocks soared yesterday on positive news about earnings from J.P. Morgan and also comments from the president about the possibility of lifting some U.S. tariffs. In fact, the Dow gained nearly 620 points yesterday. That's a gain of about 2%. And this follows, last week's huge drop. So a lot of investors really needed to see that news come across. Bank of America is raising its U.S. minimum hourly wage to $22. And this move brings it closer to fulfilling its pledge that it said it's going to pay $25 an hour to its employees by 2045. Bank of America employees now will have about a salary of $45,000, which I guess they weren't making that before, which is interesting because I think, didn't you always think if you worked for a bank, that was good money, right? They go hand in hand. Maybe not as much as we thought. Okay, so let me give you the tweet that came out on Twitter from Producer Michelle, at Producer Michelle on Twitter. She says, at Arby's, what in the ever-loving hell is this? You are not where people go for burgers or crinkle fries. Bring back the freaking potato cakes already. Hashtag bring back potato cakes, at Arby's Cares, at No More Crinkles, at Conway Show. This is why Michelle lost her Twitter mind yesterday. Arby's is adding a hamburger to its menu. Now it's a Wagyu Steakhouse burger, $5.99. And of course, this beef is from Japan, and it refers to a specific brand of cattle that's known for its rich flavor and buttery tenderness, they say. Arby's version will weigh in at 6.4 ounces. It is a 52% blend of American Wagyu and 48% ground beef that is cooked sous vide style to create a juicy and tender burger. There are going to be a lot of people who say, wait a minute, no, you go there to get potato cake, you go there to get the roast beef. Don't go get the pecan chicken salad sandwich and the chicken slider and the, whatever hootenanny else they offer. Arby's. I know they say they have the meat, but for most people, they have the roast beef. Not the beef as in the burger, or the meat is in the burger. No, I have Chick-fil-A news. It is launching a new frosted cloudberry drink just for a limited time. They say the new frosted cloudberry lemonade will be available through June 3rd. It's a combination of a sweet and tart flavor of cloudberry with Chick-fil-A's frosted lemonade in it. Okay, that sounds good. In summary. And I told you in the beginning that there is a list of, even this report calls it relatively, in quotes, relatively affordable housing. And these places, apparently, according to this new report, this is Redfin data, by the way, the number one most relatively affordable area is Virginia Beach, Virginia. And the median house price there is $315,000, followed by San Antonio, Texas, Houston, Texas, Jacksonville, Florida, and not a destination that I've ever thought of moving to. Yet, as I mentioned before, many country songs have been written about this place, so it can't be all that bad. Covered many stories there. It's a lovely little area. Bakersfield. When's the last time that you heard somebody go, man, I can't wait to move to Bakersfield? No offense to everybody who lives in Bakersfield. Like I said, it's a lovely little place. However, I rarely hear anybody say, hey, I can't wait to move to Reading. I mean, I'm knocking my own place here. Don't get me wrong. Or, anyway, you want to move to Bakersfield. It is the 20th most popular destination on Redfin's data list. The average price for a home in Bakersfield is $365,000.